I always see all these like trendy packing for Europe in the summer videos. Ooh, those are my fajitas staying in the oven. That's what I'm gonna eat after I film this video. Always see these trendy videos of people packing for Europe from people that don't live in Europe in the summer and can't tell you what the weather is actually like. But I've been living in Paris for a few years and I've been taking several weekend trips since living in Europe. If you want a full packing video for what I do for international trips, I will link that above because I used to do like 3-week-long trips to Europe. Why is that oven still making sound when I turned it off? That's the proof for you that I live in an old Parisian apartment. But I always see these videos and I think there are some things that people miss and don't advise that you take to Europe, especially when you come in the summer, especially with global warming and climate change. There's a lot that people forget to bring. So I'm gonna pretend that I'm packing for a little weekend trip to Europe like I would. First off, this is the new travel backpack that I have. It is from Lovelook. The link will be in the description box below for anything that you might want in this video because yeah, disclaimer, they'll all be affiliate links, so I will earn a little bit of extra income if you want to support my YouTube channel or my blog. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So, we have our backpack. Number one, first thing to always bring with you on any trip is a portable battery. This is my favorite one from Skull Candy because it has both USB-C and USB. You can charge two things at the same time, and there's a little button to tell you how much charge is left on it, so I find it to be perfect. I always take a iPhone charger with me, and then I bring backup cords. I have this little cute cord organizer from Amazon that's let me be really organized with all of my adapters, and I have like, you know, extra headphones, earbuds, different kinds of cords, so then anything that I might need, I have. And I can't tell you how many times I've traveled like in Melbourne and Tokyo and these cords have died. So I always travel with a backup one, which is in this back compartment here. And then obviously you can't see it because I'm using it, but I bring my camera with me everywhere in Europe because I love to film YouTube videos and take pictures. The next thing that's always non-negotiable, over-ear headphones. I love this pair because while they're kind of bulky, they do fold up easily, and the thing that I like most is that they're both Bluetooth, and I can use it to connect my iPod because you guys know that I am actually not from the year 2025. I don't know where I'm from, but I'm from somewhere else. So I always wrap my iPod up and it goes into this cute little carrying case that I have here. So that is exactly what happens when I travel. Always take my passport, even though technically I'm a resident of France. I don't think I need it when I travel within France, but when I go to other European countries, they still ask for it. I like to keep it in a passport holder. My parents always make fun of me for this, but my mom and I recently went to London. I'll put that vlog up here, where for some reason her passport was in her bag with a water bottle. Got all over the water bottle. I told her, you need one of these, so link will be in the description. I find this one's really good. Have a couple of these. They just close really easily. Lots of compartments on the side to put cash, tickets, cards, anything that you might need. Then this is self-explanatory, but I have my electric toothbrush travel case here, and I travel with like an extra toothbrush head, whatever, all good. Day pack, that is I think already packed away in here. It is, so I put that inside my duffel bag. I like foldable, lightweight, water resistant day packs. This one unfortunately is not on Amazon anymore. I bought it when I was 19. I'm getting old. It's almost 8 years old and it's still going strong. But these foldable ones are just great, and I just put it, you know, in my little duffel bag, and it comes with me everywhere because I forgot it when I went to South Africa, if you guys remember that. What else do I have in here? I have multivitamins. I like to take these with me when I travel because I am vegan. Sometimes it can be hard to hit all of my nutrients and just want to make sure I have everything. I also have a little pill box here on the side if I need it. I always bring snacks with me. I have granola bars, I have trail mix, I have oatmeal packets. You guys have known this from a lot of my travels over the years, because I never know if I'm gonna find something to eat, and I am a person who gets hangry. Next, I have my world travel adapter. I'm not leaving France for a while, so I just have the EU on here right now, but I took this with me to South Africa. I've taken it with me to the UK. You just remove this thing, and then you take this off, and you could put whatever cord you want. Again, USB-C, USB 2.0, and then an EU one. I will link a US equivalent down below, and you can check that out. Okay, what else do we have in here? This is I'm a writer, so I always have pens with me, more than one. I am, like I said, not from the year 2025, and always bring my travel journal with me no matter where I go. I also, this is a fun one and I think very convenient, not just traveling Europe, but anywhere. I take these little reusable spoon fork things. This is better than plastic. It's some sort of thing that's from Co-op in Switzerland, which you guys know how I feel about Switzerland. And it's just great because I can wash it when I get to a hotel room, and I can bring like tabbouleh or something really cheap to travel with. But yeah, that's everything for the backpack, besides also the toiletry bag, which is in my Amazon Essentials blog post on my blog, and you guys, I will leave that linked below so you guys can check that out, because these are products I have used for years and years and years, and I would not recommend them to you if I didn't actually use them. The last thing is wallets. Since I've been living in Europe, I take the whole wallet. I think it's because of fear of like, I need my carte du jour and I'm scared something will happen. I want to have all the cards. But when I travel, usually I recommend if you're coming to Europe, don't bring your whole American wallet. Just bring a couple of the cards that you're going to use and an ATM card, because as the saying goes, when travel, they had all the clothes and the money. Now take away half the clothes and add twice the money, and then you're good to go. All right, but that's everything that's for the backpack. Oh, also a little reusable water bottle here on the side from Scotland. This one's very nice. Definitely recommend one. This one's lightweight, made from sugarcane, so it's really, really cool. Super sustainable. We love that. Okay, now this is the thing that people I see don't recommend because they're too busy telling you like, bring these dresses and bring these blouses to match for your photos. And Europe, even in the summer, can get cold. Today, it is quite cloudy. It is July. So great example. I personally, no, you're not going to be stylish. No, you're not going to blend in with the other Europeans. But I think a utility jacket is the perfect thing to bring on a summer trip to Europe. Honestly, I travel with this everywhere in the world. I take it with me when I go to New York. I took it with me to Cape Town. I took it with me to Scotland. I've taken this exact one on a giant Europe trip 3 weeks when I was here in 2019. It is the best thing because it has a bunch of compartments. You can keep like train tickets, cash, European, the little coins that you get, and it's lightweight, so it's not going to take up space in your suitcase. It's not going to be heavy. It's not going to be too hot to wear. It's going to save you if you're going somewhere windy like Ireland, Scotland. It's going to save you if you go somewhere rainy, which I hate to break it to you, but summers in Europe are not always like sunny and hot and long days and sunshine 24/7. We have a lot of gloomy days, so I would be prepared when you come here to pack accordingly. Like, don't just bring all short shorts and short sleeve t-shirts. You're gonna want to bring like a light sweater, a utility jacket, something like that at night, because you're in Paris and you're gonna be at the Eiffel Tower till 11 o'clock at night in the summer waiting for it to sparkle, and you're going to be cold. I can almost promise you, unless there's a heat wave, you're going to be cold. So for the rest of what I put in here, obviously if I'm going on a weekend trip, a few pairs of socks, a few pairs of underwear. I love when I travel now, because I don't care about how I look, I care about functionality, and I am someone who sweats a lot. I love dry fit shirts, so I like to take a few basic colored tees, dry fit shirts. That's what I take. Comfort. And then I also in my bag will have like a giant shirt to sleep in, so you know, that kind of stuff. You just bring as much as what you want. You know, other basic colored tees. I keep this gray one in here. Just very, very basic stuff when I'm traveling. I'm taking this out because I'm not actually going anywhere until August, so this is all for you guys, the video. If you're coming to Europe in the summer, especially if you're going somewhere like Nice, Capri, the Amalfi Coast, Italian Riviera, French Riviera, Switzerland, the lakes. I love swimming in lakes in Switzerland. Bring a swimsuit. This goes without saying, but you will probably want to take it. Take the cover up if you don't have it. On that note, I don't have it here in the weekend ones because I haven't had this problem since I was in Italy. It's not that widespread across Europe, but I think it's a good idea to take something. If you plan on only wearing short shorts when you come, you can wear short shorts when you come to Europe. You're not gonna blend in. They will know you're American because honestly, Europeans, they're wearing jeans all year long, and I don't know how they're not sweating to death in heat waves. It was 104 degrees Fahrenheit in Paris the other week. People were wearing jeans, and I was like, are you from this planet? But yeah, this little cover up that I have, so also bring that with me. On a side note, so obviously sunglasses, don't be fooled. Summer's here. When the sun is out, when it's not gloomy, the sun can be strong, especially in countries like Spain. I'm very sensitive to light, so don't forget your pair of sunglasses. I also, this is just like personal choice, but I like to travel with leggings, especially long train days, airplane days in Europe. I like to have that with me. And then also, a lot of people don't know to do this. I am not a student anymore, so I don't have one. Oh wait, I have an old one though, I think. Ha! I do. If you are a student, I implore you. I made this mistake every single time I came to Europe when I was still in college. I always forgot to bring this thing with me, and it was a pain because if you bring a student ID with you to Europe, it doesn't matter if you live in the EU. Even if you're like in Australia, the US, the UK, whatever, they will often give you a discount for bus tickets, for an entrance to museum, anything like that. So please bring your student ID. And I don't think when I used to travel that I would bring my driver's license, but now when I take a Europe trip in Europe, I do bring my US driver's license with me, just so I have another form of ID in the event that something happens, I lose my passport. If I want to go somewhere where I need to prove my age and I don't want to take my passport out with me, that also comes with me. What I was saying about the churches is if you're gonna wear short shorts, bring something that you can cover yourself, because for instance the Duomo in Milano, you cannot go in there unless you are covered. My mom and I haggled to get these like really thin scarf shawl things. Actually, I have one that I keep in my backpack. I'm lying to you. I have one of these. It's a parasol Paris one and I use it to lie down on the grass every night because I'm too lazy to have an actual picnic blanket. And my mom and I just like took these all out and wrapped it around ourselves so we'd be covered. I recommend if you're doing a summer in Europe to bring something like that. I think it could really come in handy and save you from not being able to go inside to where you want to go. But on that note, I really also recommend to mix it up a little bit. I also bring capri pants when I would travel to Europe. Now I'm very comfortable here, so I don't really care if I look American because I speak French and I live in Paris and all this kind of stuff. But if you're worried about wanting to blend in a little bit half and half, but you also, I understand you don't want to wear jeans when it's like 90 degrees outside, bring some capri pants. But yeah, I think that is everything that you might need for a summer trip to Europe. Oh, I don't bring this with me anymore. Oh, no, I'm lying to you. There's one more thing that drives my mother insane. I've gotten used to it, but it drives my mother crazy. Europe does not give these little square towels that we are very accustomed to having in hotels across the US. My mom and I use them. If you like these, if you can't take a shower without them, bring one on your own because I have almost never been to a hotel in Europe where they give them. If I am in a hotel in Europe where they give them, it is a very, 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 very fancy hotel. But bring those with you, and a laundry bag if you're on a longer European trip. I used to bring a laundry bag with me. Now I take shorter weekend trips, so it's not necessary, but I also recommend bringing that. And that's it, guys. That's everything that I would bring with me on a weekend trip to Europe, besides this little neck pillow, which I usually bring with me unless it's a really, really short trip, like going to Brussels, going to London, something 2 hours where I'm probably not even gonna take a nap on the train. But in general, somebody boy's been with me all over the world. She's, you know, she's almost had it. But that's it, guys. Like, subscribe for this video. Everything will be linked down below in the description box. Blog articles will be linked in the description box. And tell me where you're going in Europe this summer because we're having an okay summer so far. It's been a vibe. It's been okay. All right, like, subscribe. See you later.